want to talk about testing, how things are going so far today.
Talking to her, right?
Yeah. Talk to her. And what you guys are learning out here.
Well, for us, testing's great here. Obviously, when you can get all these cars together on the same track and you kind of are able to use a barometer, what everybody's doing at the same time, not only are you testing things that you want to test on the car, like we're working on clutch disc programs, and but you can also kind of get a feel for what everybody else is doing. If you're at a track by yourself, you run, but you don't know how it would compare to, let's say, Jack Beckman's car or Matt Hagan's car or John Force's car. So we know we're in the program as far as getting deep into our new clutch disc. Everybody's trying to get a handle on things before we start the countdown, and we love testing here. It's always a good track.
You've had success past couple of races. The performance has really stepped up. Does that give you more confidence going into the countdown and the U.S. Nationals?
I always say, yeah, I feel good. I feel confident going into the U.S. Nationals, but I haven't won it before. So, you know, you kind of, it's easy for somebody that's won it to kind of talk about approaching it and their mindset, and I don't know that I can even speak that much about it, because every year I get up for it. I know it's the biggest race. I know it's, you know, it's one that I don't want to finish my career and not have a trophy on the mantle, because I think, you know, obviously a championship is number one, but I don't think you can have a complete career if you haven't won Indy either. So right now I'm at a great spot with our Napa car, because we have Tim Richards, who came in, who won multi-championships before. He's experienced. He's a veteran tuner that can also lead a team. And I think that's what's important here at Indianapolis. And I think him winning it like he has in the past, he can kind of reflect some of his experiences of Indy with me as well. So I always feel comfortable, but I got to tell you, this year I've felt probably the best going into Indy that I have felt in a long time.
What is it like driving in here on Monday morning? Elimination started at 11. What is that feeling like as a driver?
Driving into Indianapolis, the U.S. Nationals on Monday morning it's tough to explain to somebody, because you can say all you want. It's just another race, you know. It's just another race, right? It's not. And you know, it's making my hair on my neck stand up right now thinking about it, because qualifying for it is a big deal, because you've seen in the years past a lot of the really big hitters, big sponsored teams, have failed to qualify at Indy. So you got to be careful. There's a lot of cars that show up, cars that you don't see very often sometimes show up. So there's a big car count, and it's Indy. Did I mention that it's Indy and it's the U.S. Nationals? So it's such an electrifying feeling. It's Labor Day. You know that every other motorsport is done racing for the weekend, and they are sitting on their couches and they're watching Indy. And so you're in front of a big crowd at the facility at the U.S. Nationals, but you know there's a lot of people barbecuing at home, a lot of people over sitting on their couch all over the world watching ESPN2 and tuning in on Monday. And it's, you know, that's why it is the big go. And it's, you know, again, it's why you're making my stomach turn just asking me right now.